Hello students, welcome to this lesson. In today's class I will be talking to you about irregular verbs, or verbs that do not end in ed in their past and past participle tenses. These may be tricky. There is no rule to change irregular verbs into their past and past participle tenses. You just have to learn them by heart. I have some of the most common irregular verbs here listed on the board so that you can look at them. The first one says to arise. That means to elevate, all right, or to ascend. The simple past is arose, and the past participle is arisen. So, as you can see here, these are irregular verbs because, for example, if it were a regular verb, we would say arised. We would add a D here, and then it would be the past and past participle of arise. But it is not a regular verb, so it will not end in ed in the past and the past participle tense. All right. The next one says to come. To come. As you can see, the past or simple past is came. You just change the O for an A. And the past participle is come again. It goes back to its present form. But it is not the present, it's the past participle. Okay, this is the present. Past and past participle. All right, so these are the three tenses we are going to look at today in irregular verbs, because we know that the present participle is made through the addition of the ing to the present tense of the verb. Arise, arising, come, coming, bite, biting, sit, sitting, sink, sinking, and so on and so on. All right, but this is a little bit more complex when you look at irregular verbs and you want to change them into their past and past participle form. All right, the next one is bite. As you can see, the simple past is bit, and then bitten. I tell you, there is no rule, no particular rule to create the past and past participle of irregular verbs. The next one is a trick one. It says to sit. The simple past is sat, and the past participle is sit again. No, it isn't. It's sat, right? Sat. It is really, really important that you know the irregular verbs by heart. The irregular verbs are a lot easier. For example, if I use a verb like to love, okay? We have to love. We know that it is a regular verb, so we want to change it into the past tense or the past participle. We just do this because we know that all regular verbs in their, I'm sorry about that horrible D. All the regular verbs in their past and past participle form will end in ed. Okay? So that is all we do to them. Love, loved. Cook, cooked. All right? Dream, dreamed. All right? So that is really simple. You don't really have to learn those by heart because you just add ed, or if you want the present participle, ing. But in this case, you do have to learn them. For example, you will encounter verbs such as cut, to cut. Past, cuts. Past participle, cut. And you say, oh my God, why? Because they are irregular verbs. All right? Next, I will give you some practice examples so that you can obviously practice with me. Now, help me tick the irregular verbs here and cross out the rest. The first one is do. We know that the past of do is did and the past participle is done. they do not end in ed, the past and past participle. So this is an irregular verb. Play. The past of play is played. So it does end in ed, the past and past participle. So this is wrong. This is a regular verb. Love. You just add a d to it and it ends in ed in the past and past participle tense. So this is a regular verb. The next one is think. The past is thought and the past participle is thought also. So it is an irregular verb because it does not end in ed. The next one in the past and past participle. The next one is swim. The past is swam and the past participle swum. So this is an irregular verb also that does not end in ed in their past and past participle tenses. And the next one is drink. Drank is a simple past and drunk is a past participle. So it is irregular. Eat, ate, eaten. Irregular. Come, came, come. Irregular. Be. Can you say bin? I mean bead. Like this. No, because you would say bed, right? So no. The past of be is was or were. So it is an irregular verb. Give. Can you say gived? No. Gave and given are the past and past participle. Dream. Dreamed, dreamed. Ed endings. So, regular. Sing. Sang, sung. Irregular. If we go back to this verb dream, some people just add a T at the end and they say that it is an irregular verb in their past and past participle tenses. But in American English, this verb is changed into its past and past participle form by adding ed at the end. All right? Well, the next one says run. Ran is the simple past and run is a past participle. So it does not end in ed in neither of the past or past participle tenses. So it is irregular. And drive, finally. Drove is a simple past and driven the past participle. So it is irregular also. All right? So this is how you know, or this is how you differentiate a regular verb from an irregular verb. Remember that the irregular verbs are very important for you to learn by heart because there is not a certain rule to tell you, for example, add en, for example, with eat, eaten to make the past participle, or drinking, no, is drunk, right? So you have to learn these by heart, all right? Especially the past and the past participle tenses of these verbs, because we know we can change them into the present participle tense by adding ing and sometimes a double consonant. Eating, drinking, swimming, thinking. All right? Next, I will leave you some homework. Remember to do it because you need the practice. All right? Great. For homework, write 4 sentences using the past and past participle tense of irregular verbs. Remember that your homework goes in the comment section below this video, along with any comment, suggestion, or question that you may have. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Faby and I will see you next time. Would you like to watch my next video? Click on the television to the right. I'll talk to you about commonly misused irregular verbs. I have 6 here. 6